Hello, people. What is going on today? As of today, this is Thursday. I'm filming. Just got finished with work. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It just seems that at first I'm now starting to get really used to working from home, and some of the things that I was doing just somehow just didn't seem right anymore. But it doesn't matter. You understand. Thinking about thinking about adding some more books to my comic book pool list, so that way I don't have to keep scrounging going through many different stores. But I had to wait to the before they I had to wait to the pre-order for the next month, for the cutoff for next month, for them to start doing it. And they usually do it kind of retro-ish kind of thing, but that's okay. I can wait a couple weeks. So what happened is this is a Amazon DVD haul. Now what happened was that I decided to buy some DVDs. Now majority of these DVDs I saw before in one form or another, except for one. So what happened is, now I have many, way too many hobbies. Way too many hobbies. And I enjoy every single one of them pretty much. So it's kind of hard. Some hobbies I'm trying to think about going back into. Some hobbies I'm not. But anyway, I want to show you some of the DVDs and talk about some of the DVDs I just bought. Now, I'm a casual professional wrestling fan. Casual fan. Back in the day, I watched it religiously. Because I was in a situation, a circumstance where I couldn't do anything else. So yeah, I escaped that way. Nowadays, you got Monday Night Raw, Tuesday, Impact Wrestling on Tuesday, Wednesday you got NXT and AEW. I'm sorry, you have AEW Dark on Tuesday as well online. You have NXT and AEW on Wednesday, so you gotta figure out which one you want to watch and which one you want to watch later. Thursday is NXT UK, which is going on right now, what my parents are watching, and I don't really watch that at all. And then Friday night, SmackDown or Snordown, I call it. Then to supplement that, I watch some NWA Power online sometimes, and the odd wrestling, whatever. But these are different, so okay. One of the first things I bought. Now the thing is, I bought all this stuff. All this cost me $70, which means I bought these all used. And the reason why I bought them used is because of the fact that I didn't want to spend good money on getting the best quality. I just buy it used, and a lot of times, don't understand it. Sometimes a Friday night, Saturday morning, Sunday evening, or an occasional Tuesday afternoon. If you ever heard that song before, either you like classic music or you're old. And that song stuck with me. It's called Tuesday Afternoon by the Moody Blues. And it's kind of like a sleepy kind of song to me. But anyway, first one is a double feature. It's called Twist of Fate, the Jeff Hardy story, and Shawn Michaels' Heartbreaking Triumph. It's a double disc. Now, what happens is the seller on Amazon says, "Hey, I got Shawn Michaels' Heartbreaking Triumph. It's a 3-disc set." I'm like, "Yeah, cool." I bought it. This came in the mail. Luckily, I spent like $3 on this, so that's fine. $3, okay. $3 is fine. So I got. So if you heard of Shawn Michaels, he's one of the best wrestling superstars in the '90s. So this is his story. wrestling DVDs had the story and then the matches. Then WWE said, well, let's mix the matches in with the story, and people didn't like that, so they went back to normal again. And they don't buy. There's usually you don't see too many of those any days. But this is pretty, it sounds cool because I remember watching Twist of Fate with my friend. We used to watch wrestling these kind of DVDs together, and then we go on his podcast and talk about it. And he said, every time when he did his podcast, when we did these video reviews, he got more viewers, more positive feedback. I'm like, okay. I said, well, maybe you should tape it like I'm doing now, like put it on the YouTube or on Facebook. And he's like, oh, I don't know. Okay, whatever. Next is from another wrestling promotion from TNA, which is called Impact now. Bound for Glory 2005. This is a pay-per-view, which is about 2.5, 3 hours long, and I remember watching this with my friend in his basement. It's a good DVD. The funny thing is that cost me like about $15 used. But anyway. Next is Slammiversary. Now the fun thing is, this is the first and only Impact / TNA pay-per-view that they hosted in the city of Detroit, where I live. And I was there. The DVD showed up, and the DVD looks slightly different because I don't remember that being that many people there like they show on the DVD, but I could be wrong. I was on the floor. Now the fun thing is, the last 2 days I had my parents watch both of these, and they said, wow, this is really awesome. This is really awesome. I said, what compared to the Impact of today? They said that Impact of today is booty compared to these. Booty. That's how they said. And they could have said sucked ass, sucked donkey dicks or something. No, they said booty. It sucked. Well, then again, they're like religious. They're religious, so they can't really cuss. But that was funny. One of the favorites, which I've never seen yet, is the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat story. I love Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Earlier this year, I got his autograph and a picture with him. And the reason why I liked him was because of the fact that he reminded me of Bruce Lee when he first came out. Because back then in the early to mid 70s, Bruce Lee was super hot. And also martial artists like Bruce Lee was super hot. So he had a Bruce Lee look to him. Strange note, my friend's mother was infatuated with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He bought this DVD. We was about to watch it. It was at his house. He set it down on his kitchen table. We went out to go do something. We came back. This DVD was gone. I was like, what happened to the DVD? And his mom was like, I took it. And he goes, damn. I was like, because back in the day, she used to steal his Ricky the Dragon Steamboat figures because she liked the guy. Go figure. But anyway, he was a really cool guy. Very awesome, nice guy. And, so this is a story, and I can't wait to watch this. Can't wait to watch this. This next one is the Ric Flair, the Ultimate Collection. Ric Flair is considered one of the best wrestlers of all time. In some circles. In some circles, he's considered one of the best wrestlers of all time. Hands down. I remember watching this with my friend years ago. And it was like kind of interesting. It was something because I didn't really watch Ric Flair until like the 90s. And that's like, wow, this is awesome. But it's a good DVD. Very good from what I remember. Now, I saw this like 10-something years ago, so I never had it before. That's fine. And the last one is good old Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. The Dusty Rhodes story. This guy can talk your ear off. And the funny thing is, I can listen to this guy talk. I can listen to his speeches, and it'd be like, wow. WrestleMania 23 was held in Detroit. And what happened? We had tickets to that, and my friend scored tickets to the Hall of Fame that night, and he was one of the people who was inducted to the Hall of Fame. He cut a promo that was so relevant. You looked up, it was like, oh hell yeah, that's how we're feeling it. Blue collar work, but you know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It looks like a book, but it opens up like so. It opens up like so. Like I don't want to do all that. But anyway, it's kind of cool. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. But anyway, like I said, I got all this. It was like, of course, all these were from different vendors. So of course, it was like all these together was technically under $50. But since all these were from different vendors, the price for shipping was different. So it ended up being $75 for all this. And I think this is a pretty good haul for some used DVDs. So, you know, a lot of times, like I said, I want to do something. I don't want to do just comic books all the time. I don't want to do that. No offense to certain people who do that. If your bread and butter is comic book reviews or mystery boxes, go for it, or CGC stuff. I'm trying to get into that CGC game. Trying to get into it. Trying to get into the slab game, but at the moment, slab game is not for me. Trying to get into it, but I got some books on the way. Some are signed, some are not. So, you know, and I just won an auction today, which I have to pay for tomorrow. It's another signed book. And I'm trying to, my goal for 2020, I said, I'm going to get more signed books. I'm going to try to get books signed, get a lot more books signed. And I'm going to try to get some slabs. So far, I only got 3. So, and a friend of mine kind of set me up with a hookup. I just got to go check it out for myself. And if not, you know, see if this hookup will help me out, get some great comics graded, and we'll see what happens. And I can do a haul with that. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you like the material I'm doing, let me know down below. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Weekly thumbs. Actually, tell you the truth, this is the kind of stuff that gets me excited. I mean, tell you the truth, I don't really show a lot of emotion. I always try to be calm at all times. But something like this kind of makes me giddy. You know, it's like, oh, I got something. It's like Christmas. That's not Christmas yet. And I got a vacation coming up in the next couple weeks, so I could pretty much watch one of these a day. Probably watch them before. Probably blow them out before the vacation. Who knows? Might buy some more stuff. But anyway, if you want to share this video, go ahead, share the hell out of this video. That's fine. This video is not monetized, so don't worry. But anyway, you know, oh, something must have good happened because my mom just had a wrestlegasm. But anyway, wrestlegasm. Oh my goodness, this is a really fun day. And tomorrow's Friday. But anyway, share, comment, subscribe. You know, thanks for watching my channel. You know, usually if you're a YouTuber, I watch your stuff. One of my common things is that if you do YouTube videos, I subscribe to your channel. So that's what I usually do. It's like fair play. So I mean, there's a couple of people I just started watching, and I'm getting a feel for how they do their stuff, and I was like, let me get some ideas, because some people get some real stuff. And I'm working on getting some more professional quality things. I'm working on that too. So with that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you I don't know when, but the next time when I talk to you, you'll see it.